Picture me rolling. Can you see me now? Move to the side a little bit so you can get a clear picture. Can you see it? Picture me rolling.
How you guys doing? This is Erik Coleman today. We rolling with Coleman, sponsored by Motorola. We got Eric Weems here. Punt return, kick return, special teams ace, wide receiver extraordinaire. What was the worst job you've ever had growing up?
I have to say the worst job I had growing up was working at a barber shop. Man, they used to kill me and
You cutting hair? You cutting hair?
Nah, I couldn't do a bald fade, man. I get too many patches if I cut hair. I just swept the floors, kept the floors clean. It was hard work. That's why I'm strong today, sweeping the broom.
Yeah, but you probably got a free haircut though, probably. Yeah.
Oh yeah, always. Anytime I wanted one, he gave me a free cut, free touch up.
Okay, cool, man. Well, I appreciate your time.
All right.
Thanks, bro. All right, we're here with lockdown corner, Dunta Robinson. Now, growing up, I know, a lot of guys, some guys had to work, some parents want them to stay in school and work hard.
Right.
If you had a job, did you have a job?
Yeah, I did. Well, yeah, I had it. I wouldn't quite call it that, but I attempted to work.
Okay, what was your job? What was the worst job you ever had?
Worst job I ever had, when I was 15, my friend got me this job at Kentucky Fried Chicken. I worked for 3 days, man. I mean, that was the hardest 3 days of my life, man. I mean, I went in every morning and, they couldn't find a lot of people to work, so I was working from like 6 all the way until 7.
How much money were you making an hour?
Like $5.25, man. And let me tell you what they had me doing. I was the only cook, so I was cooking chicken, original and crispy. I was cooking, I was making all the beans. I was making the potato wedges, and they made me take out the trash, mop the floors, and wash the dishes for $5.25 an hour.
So you was the executive chef,
yes,
the janitor,
yes. So
the
my
waiter.
thing is, I think I should get paid like all of those guys. You know? If you want me to be a custodian, I should get custodian money.
Yeah.
If you want me to be a cook, I should get cook money. You know what I'm saying?
That's about $20 an hour you should have been making.
So I worked my fingers to the bones, right? And I didn't go in on Saturday. I worked. That would have been my 4th day. I quit on Friday. Saturday was the University of Georgia was having a football game.
Okay.
And I was like, man, I am not about to go in here, and I know this place is gonna be flooded. This is right where the campus is, and so I quit, man. You know what I'm saying? I went out to spring football practice that Monday, man.
All right, so it's a good thing that you got a job playing football.
It's a good thing. When I went home, I told my mom, I said, Mom, I got to make it to the NFL, because this ain't gonna work, Mom. I don't want to be a cook when I'm 60.
Hey, I'm sure it made you work harder in school then.
A lot harder. Made me do everything I could in school to make sure I could play football, and it made me work even harder on the football field. So it all worked out for the best.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right. Here we got offensive lineman extraordinaire, Harvey Dahl. Now, I know you didn't play football your whole life. What was the worst job you had growing up?
Well, the worst job, it wasn't all that bad. I worked for an office supply company, and the guy that owned it, I was more than anything, I was his lackey. I would have to go to his house and mow his lawn and take it as garbage. I'd get there like at 6 in the morning, put all the office furniture out on the street. Well, first I have to sweep the sidewalk, move all the office furniture out on the street, and then I'd go build some office furniture, build chairs, go on some deliveries, and then probably go mow his lawn in the afternoon. And it wasn't really a bad thing, but I was working like 12-hour days for like $5.25 an hour.
$5.25 an hour.
Yeah, minimum wage. But I get like 60 hours a week, so you get time and a half after 40 hours, So it'd be.
Okay, so you rolling in the dough then.
Yeah, But it was pretty awful. It was pretty. It was good,
good experience.
Yeah, good experience.
It made you work harder to try to be an NFL player, probably.
Yeah, I knew I didn't want to be an office lackey for the rest of my life.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Appreciate your time.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, we got 12-year veteran Brian Finner in here. Now, growing up, I know you didn't always play football. What was the worst job you ever had?
I had a couple jobs. I was a newspaper delivery boy with the bike and everything. That was tough, but built a little work ethic.
Waking up early.
Yeah, real early. And then the worst one I ever had, I worked in a pizza shop, Emilio's Pizzeria, and I delivered pizzas and got to mop up the floors, clean up the trash, deliver some pitchers of beer and pizzas out to the people that are the patrons that are in the store. But the people weren't. I just didn't like the people. It wasn't a friendly environment. It was rough.
It was rough. So how much did you get paid?
I think I made like $7, $8 an hour. and then plus tips when I was delivering pizzas.
Okay, so compared to everybody else, you were rolling in the dough a little bit.
maybe I was, but I felt I needed that to deal with those people.
Yeah. All right. Well, man, I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Appreciate your story, and you don't have to worry about that anymore.
No more pizza jobs for me.
Thank Lord. All right.
Nice.
I appreciate you guys listening to everyone's job experiences growing up. Me, myself, as all of us, we're very blessed to be NFL players. Me, myself, growing up, I had a job working as a bagger at the grocery store. I worked at Quiznos making sandwiches, and I did construction roofing. And it taught me the proper work ethic. I'm blessed to have the job I have today, and I do not take it for granted. Thanks for your time. You're rolling with Coleman.